Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys Daniel's just looking at me. Welcome back to my channel. I did want to get ready with you guys in camera because I haven't done it in a while and I really did miss doing it. So we're going to my niece's cheer game. So I'm gonna get ready with you guys. And I did talk about a little bit of what's going on with Daniel, and then I told you guys in my other vlog that I was gonna go to a new church. So I also talked a little bit about that and how my experience was with church. But if you guys wanna see me do my makeup and hear the stories, then just keep on watching. All right, let's go ahead and start. I'm gonna put my hair a little back so it doesn't get on my face. Let's start with, I'm gonna start with my eyes. I bought this a little bit over a month and I've never used it. So I really want to use it. So it looks like this. It's from NYX and it has like a little, this is how it looks. There's a little angle. And then on the other side it has a little brush. You can kind of like brush it out. So I really want to try it. Because I went to Ulta and I spent like $400. Without my husband knowing. My husband knowing, but he doesn't have to know. Bye. So that's why I want to do my eyes first, just in case I don't like it. I can just kind of like, you know, clean it out. And I don't mess with my foundation, but let's go ahead and do our eyeshadow. And I'm only going to be using this one here, all over my lid. Actually, let me put a little bit of concealer on top. So I was saying that we're gonna go watch my niece's game. She's a cheerleader for football, and it sucks because she's been like staying after school, and then she went for summer school for like a whole month, so she can be like in the cheer. She tried out and thankfully she got accepted, but she hasn't been able to play because she's in JV. So they don't really have a lot of football games, so she hasn't been able to play. So today is going to be her first game. And I'm pretty sure she's super excited. So we're going to go to the game, watch it. We might leave a little early, just because Daniel has been sick. Let me see. Let me try to do this. I don't know if I'm gonna like it though. Let me see. I'm just gonna put like a little line. It's because I don't really like wing liner, which I know this is not gonna be a wing liner. So we'll see how it looks. And then I'm gonna get the other side, and that's where I'm gonna brush it. Oh. I mean, I think I messed up because it's kind of the same color as my eyeshadow, so you can't really see it. Yeah, you can't really see it. You can't really see the difference. It looks like I just put like the eyeshadow. So maybe we won't use it because now I know that I shouldn't be using that eyeshadow for this one. Because it really just blends right over it. You can't really see any difference. So let's just blend it even more. I'm also going to be doing a TikTok.
I'm sure you've at least tried one of these.
Oops. So, I'll multitask. I've been posting a lot on TikTok. I kind of was like a while ago, and then I stopped, and then right now I'm like posting, you know, kind of every day, and that's my goal, is to just post every day. So that's what I'm doing. But we're gonna do a quick TikTok. All right, now I'm gonna put some lashes. It's so hard because I have nails. Even though they're short, it's hard to take the glue out. So I was saying that we might leave early from the game, just because Daniel's been sick. Like on Wednesday, so he's been having a cough, and he was coughing a lot. And on Wednesday they sent him home because he was coughing and he wasn't feeling well. So they sent him home, and then when they sent him home, he was like chilling for a little bit. He was just watching TV, and he started he took a nap for like 2 hours, 3 hours. Like he took a long nap. And when he woke up, I was doing my nails. I was doing this nose here. Did I show you guys? I don't know if you guys can see. They look so cute, by the way. But anyways, I was doing my nails, and he comes up to me and he's like, "Mommy, like I have something on my face and it's really itchy." And when I looked at him, he had like a huge ball, and it was really, really, really red. I was like, "Oh my god, like what is that?" And it looked like it looked like an animal bit him. Like it started doing. So it stopped recording, so I don't know where I left off. I was doing my concealer so I can put my foundation. But so they're like, "Have you guys introduced anything, like any new food, any new like anything, you know?" And we were trying to think, and we're like, "No, like that we remember, like we haven't gave them anything new." So they leave, and they're like monitoring him, and then my husband's like, "Hey, like now that I'm remembering, like your mom bought a new detergent, and she told me like, oh, this one's really good, like it's buenas para las manchas." So he was like, "I used it for the baby's clothes, like I washed her clothes since she said it was good for the stains, like I wanted the stains to come off if the clothes had any, you know." So we're like, dang. So okay, so he used a new detergent which is strong. Like most likely that's what's causing the rash. I have such a big pimple right here, and it hurts really bad. But so then we're like, okay, it should be the detergent. So when the doctor comes back, we're like, hey, we were talking, and you know, we did use a new detergent, and that's probably what it's causing the rashes. And yeah, so he's like, "You know what, that does make sense, it was probably that. Make sure right now you're not introducing anything like that, because kids are a little bit like, they're more sensitive and stuff like that." So they're like, when you get home, just wash their clothes, or wash everything that you use the detergent with. And since we didn't he didn't remember what load he washed it with, he washed everything. Like we washed the whole, like their whole clothes, everything, their whole underwears, socks, like everything, even the sheets. We washed it, everything, and then we thought he was gonna be fine, you know. So the next morning, he wakes up, and he is full of rashes, and we're like, "What's going on? Like, why is he still having rashes? We washed everything. Why is he still having hives?" It was hives. So we're like, okay, like that's weird. Like, where does he have more hives? Like, we thought that was done. We thought we washed everything, like he was gonna be good. But then we got home pretty late. We got home like around 9, and then he ate, and then he fell asleep. So we didn't shower him. So we're like, oh my god, like we didn't shower him. And he had the clothes. He didn't have the clothes that he had when we went to the hospital, but we changed them into a different clothes. But either way, he didn't shower, so he still had whatever, you know, the detergent left. So we're like, oh my god, like let's shower him. So I showered him, and you know, he was fine. And this was on Thursday, because on Wednesday he got the hives. So on Thursday, like we showered him, and then I think he got it again a few hours later. He got the hives again, so we had to give him the Benadryl. And then yesterday around like 12, I checked him just because I wanted to make sure he didn't have anything, and he was full. Like, he was full of hives, his whole body, his face, his legs, and we're like, oh no, like, I don't know. But I forgot to say, we took him to the hospital on Wednesday when that happened. And then on Thursday, I took him to urgent care, the kids' urgent care, because he was still getting it. We wanted like a different opinion, you know, like a second opinion. So we're like, let's just take him. So we take him, and they practically tell me the same thing. You know, he ate something, he was exposed to something, that he has allergic reaction. As long as his throat and, you know, he can breathe, he's good. So then we go back home, and then that's when at 12 he wakes up full of hives, completely covered in hives. And he was asleep, so I had to wake him up. And I'm like, hey puppy, like, drink this medicine, like, you're getting it again. And he was so tired, he didn't want to wake up, but he was full. So I'm like, I need you to wake up, because, you know, you're full of it again, so you have to take it. So thankfully, like, he took it, he went back to sleep. Juan had to work on Friday, so he went back to sleep, and I stayed up watching him, making sure that he was good, that nothing was wrong with him. And I think it took like an hour for it to like go away completely. So yeah, once he was good, once the hives were gone, it was like around 1 something, so I was finally able to go to sleep. I kept waking up the whole night to like check him and stuff like that. Yeah, so then when we woke up the next day, and then I checked him, and he had the hives again. So that was like his third time getting the hives in 2 days. So we're like, what is going on? Like, the Benadryl helps for like 6 hours, but when it wears off, like, he gets it again, you know. So we're like, what's going on? Like, what is he still eating that it's getting him sick? Like, what's happening? It's really frustrating, guys. So I gave him Benadryl when he woke up. He's been fine. And then a couple hours ago, he had like one tiny one on his arm, but we noticed that once he gets one, it spreads through his whole body. Like, if we don't give him the Benadryl right away, it spreads. That's why he had a whole bunch in the night, because we didn't know, you know, until I checked him. So he only had one. So I'm like, you know what, he didn't have any more. I'm like, let me watch him, let me make sure. If he starts to get more, then I'll give him the Benadryl, because I don't want to keep getting him medicine. Like, I don't really like giving them medicine unless they need it, like they have a fever, a cough, or not even a cough. I don't give them medicine for a cough, but I just give them like honey, and that usually works, like kids honey. But things like that, like, I kind of rather not give them medicine, but if they need it, of course I will. So, you know, the Benadryl, like, we've been giving it to him since Wednesday. So we're like, I just don't want to keep giving it to him, so let me just make sure. If he gets more, of course we'll give him more, you know. So we were looking at it. Hey, mi amor. Wait. Have you got any? Hi? Anything? Any little manchitas?
Not itchy.
You're not itchy? No?
I'm itchy, but I think.
Huh?
I'm itchy, but I don't have it.
Okay.
I think I do.
No way.
Is
Oh
it
no,
this?
he's saying that he has another one. We were just checking on it, and it wasn't spreading, which was weird, because usually by then it spreads. It wasn't spreading, it was just in one little arm, and it wasn't getting like bad either. It was just like a little red. So we're like, okay, let's just keep watching it. So I didn't give him the Benadryl, and then maybe like an hour later, I looked again, and it was gone, because I kept looking at it, but it was still there. And like, I think an hour from when I noticed it, I checked them, and it was gone. So I was like, oh my god, like, I got super happy. I was like, thankfully, like, maybe what he has is going away. And so here's what I think it is. This is what I think is. We bought him a little box of Cheez-Its and Oreos for school, so he can have like, you know, like his a little snack with cookies. Well, he had a little bag of Cheez-Its on Tuesday and on Wednesday. On Wednesday, before he took his nap, he had a Cheez-Its. He woke up full of hives. And then the next day, which was Thursday, he also had a Cheez-Its, a little bag, and he got hives. And then today, he's like, Mommy, can I have some Cheez-Its? And I'm like, yeah, and share it with your sister. I'm like, well, share it with Areli. So he takes it to the living room, and right away, I'm like, let me just check you. I checked him, he didn't have anything. And then I was there for him with I was with him for a little bit. And then, I don't know why I checked him again. I think I was going to come and do my makeup. So I was like, let me make sure that he doesn't have it before I leave, you know? So right when I noticed that he had one, that's the one I'm talking about, the little one. And I was like, oh no, I came back. And then I was like, wait, what if what's getting him the allergic reaction is the Cheez-Its? Because like I was saying, he is lactose intolerant. Like he could eat it. Now that he's older, he can eat it. And like he's fine, you know. It was just when he was a baby, he was lactose intolerant. So we don't know if it went away or nothing, but it was kind of going away. But I think it hasn't gone away. And he's drinking milk at school. And then he's eating Cheez-Its, which he really never really eats them. But since we bought him a little box, he's been eating them more, you know? So I'm like, now it has cheese and milk. It's his body's just like, no, like I'm done. I don't want any of this. So that's what I think it is. The Cheez-Its. Either way, on Monday, we're gonna go to his doctor, because I was trying to make an appointment and they didn't have anything. Since it happened, they didn't have anything. I was trying to make an appointment since Wednesday, and they're like, oh, we don't have anything. The soonest is Monday. So Monday they're gonna see him, and I'm gonna tell them that they can do like an allergy test, so we know if he's still allergic to milk, and if he is, and for sure we know that it was a Cheez-Its. But I feel like it was that. And he didn't eat the Cheez-Its, so he got it and he had it in his hand. And I think he just forgot about it because he didn't eat it. So I'm like, he didn't eat it and he didn't get full of hives. So I feel like that's what it was, you know? Like because there's some people, like, let's say they're allergic to peanuts and they walk into a room. And if there's peanuts in the room, they can get a really bad reaction because they're allergic to it, you know? So they don't have to necessarily eat it. So yeah, so just by them smelling it, they can get a really bad reaction from it. So I feel like that's what it was, because he didn't eat it, but since he had it, he probably like sniffed it, or like, I don't know, something. I don't know. I'm just thinking of whatever right now, because I'm really hoping it's not, because we just won't give it to him and that's done, you know? But yeah, so since he didn't have it, he didn't have any hives. He only had one little one and it went away. So I'm like, my thing is, it was that. But yeah, guys, I know it was a long story. It was hard because he kept getting them and they get like super itchy, and I just don't want him to be going through that. So it sucks. But thankfully he hasn't got it. He's fine. We're gonna go to the game, and I'm still gonna take a Benadryl just in case he does get it. You know, we can give him Benadryl right away. I have to hurry up because it's getting late and we have to go to the game. We still have to get the kids ready. I'm gonna put a little brown in the inner of my eye, so it kind of blend with the lashes. But that was a little story time, a long story time. What else is new? because I haven't done a makeup video in a while. So let's see. Another thing is, I don't think I put it yet, but, or maybe by this, or maybe before I put this video I put the vlog already, but I was talking about a church. What the heck is moving? It's weird. In that vlog I was talking about a church that I was gonna go to that day on Friday, and I was kind of nervous because I didn't know like what to expect, if I was gonna like it. But you guys, I honestly loved it. It felt so perfect. That's what I was looking for, because I've been going to other churches, but I don't know, it just didn't feel like home. Like I wanted it to feel like, okay, this is my church and it's my home, you know, like I want to be here. It didn't feel like that. So I went to this church and I absolutely loved it. It just feels like a home, you know, everybody's family, everybody, like, I don't know, the vibe was just amazing, super amazing. And it's so crazy to me because that girl, I found her on TikTok, and I messaged her and I was like, hey, you know, do you mind telling me which church you go to? And she told me, and it was like super close to my house. I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna go. Worst thing is I don't like it, you know. I was a little nervous because I was gonna go by myself, and I hate being by myself, but I'm like, I want to go, I need to go, so I'm gonna go. And yeah, so she told me the address. I'm like, hey, like it's really close. Like, I was like, what days do they open, you know, is it just Sundays? And she's like, no, like, you know, this Friday they're gonna have youth I don't know how they call it, like youth day, like just para los jóvenes, like for young people or whatever. Obviously anybody can go, but it's mainly for like the young people. So she's like, you should really come. And I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna go. And we exchanged Instagram, so like when I went, I can tell her that I was there. It'll be easier than communicating on TikTok. And yeah, I got there, and she was really sweet. She was really cute, super, like, she was really sweet. It didn't feel awkward at all. It looked like we were friends because we started talking like just like random stuff. We didn't say, hi, how are you? Like, my name is nothing. Like, it's like if we knew each other. It was beautiful. Honestly, the experience was very beautiful. The message that I received, that I only told my husband because, you know, I feel like that's more personal, was beautiful. Oh my god, like I literally cried because I couldn't believe how, like, it hit home. You know, everything they told, like, because it was a lady, everything she told me was just like, how do you know? But yeah, I've been trying to be more close to God and just like have a relationship with him, you know, because I felt like, even though I never really talked about it, I never really told anybody, like I felt empty inside. Like I felt like something was missing. I didn't feel happy. I didn't feel like, I don't know, it was just stuff, and then like a lot of thoughts in my head, a lot of stuff that I wouldn't, like, I don't know, I can't explain it without really saying it, but I was just going through a really hard time, you know, and I didn't really tell anybody, but because I didn't know what was wrong with me. I didn't know what was happening. And ever since, like, I just prayed, you know, one day I prayed, I asked God to help me and help me know what I was doing, like why I was feeling like this. And he listened, you know, he listened, you know, he was there. And ever since then, like, I've been trying to keep a relationship with him. And honestly, guys, it's been the best decision of my life. I feel so complete. I feel like I have a purpose. I feel like I don't know. I feel like it's hard to explain it, and you have to have your own connection with him to really understand how I feel and how he makes you feel, because it's hard to just like explain it. It's really hard, but that's that. I love the church. I went Sunday too, and it was beautiful. Really cool right there. So that's that. Take this off. And spray my setting spray. Oh wait, I should probably wait because I just put mascara. Alright guys, this is a final look. I am all done. Thank you guys for staying here with me, listening to my stories. That's pretty much all. I have to go and get the kids ready so we can leave. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.